Hey guys, this is Tinitis, and today I'm going to be showing you a deck that I saw one of our veteran members, Koey, play with the other day. And what caught my eye about it was that it was primarily centered around Warpath, which there aren't a lot of decks nowadays using that faction because it is a little slow to get started, and a lot of people are playing with Flame Dawn, and since they are all about speed, by the time you do get it started, it's usually too late to do anything about it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off here. I'm not too happy with this starting hand, but I'm gonna keep it just for the simple fact of looking at his deck. I don't think he's gonna be too aggressive. If I can stop his initial Flame Dawn push, he'll probably jump back into a defensive posture. So with that Calamity, I'm gonna hopefully just hold out. Like I said, survive that initial push, and then use the Calamity to clear the board, put him into more of a defensive mode, and then I'll start attacking with my flame, or excuse me, my Warpath. That's my initial plan, but of course with this game you never know what's going to happen. As you can see, he is using the 2 Varroa and a Flame Dawn commander, which means there are going to be mass deaths in here, so I'm going to have to be tiptoeing around the tulips, if you will, as far as when to pull my cards and when to keep them out. It's also going to be pretty obvious as far as how I'm going to play this deck. He may come out with his Cali, but at the same time he may be anticipating my Cali, so he might go ahead and try to stumble or exhaust it. So I'm going to go ahead and play a different card and hope that's what happens here. Pulled a pack leader. Pack leaders are really nice. I'll show you here in a second. He did throw his Cali. Pack leaders are really nice. On the battlefield, other beasts you control get +2/+2. So essentially, if you put a couple of these together, they just sit there and buff off of each other and anything else, of course, around it. And it's just, it can get really nasty really quick with these guys out. Go ahead, play the Cali, play my flyer, and we'll end it there. He went to block, as did I, so our Calis missed each other. Alright, at this point I'm going to start pulling out my pack leaders. Start getting ready to make that hard hit that I want to make. In the meantime, I'm also going to go ahead and bring my flyer over to defend in case he brings his Cali back over. He's pulling cards. In case you haven't noticed, I have 6 in my hand. He has 11. He's been drawing cards. Probably getting ready for, you know, I mean, it could be anything. Mass death, death rays. He sees my pack leaders. He knows how dangerous they are. Jade is a veteran player, so it should be a good match. I originally had planned on, like I said, trying to get to 10 and using my Calamity, because I thought I was going to be more of a push in the beginning than what I received, but Jade has already gone into a defensive posture and is starting to go after my cards. Just drawing cards, not really so much trying to do any damage. Just trying to prevent me from doing damage. I'm going to go ahead and heal best I can. I do have that heal card in there, but I'm not going to use that. And I'm also going to keep my cards back here because I have a feeling a Death Ray or something similar is coming, so I'm leaving them back. And we'll see what happens. Threw out another one. He has initiative this time. Good chance I'm probably going to lose one of these guys, if not both. So what I'm going to do is bring out this other one, and I'm going to actually attack with it. And what bringing out this other one's going to do, as you can see, by buffing off of each other, I essentially just gave itself more life. I just got its life back up. Let's see what I want to do here. I'm going to hope he's not coming with, like I said, a mass death or a death ray, and I'm going to go for a quick strike here. 3, so there's 5. There's still a chance for a mass death coming out. Nope. He went to go for the kill, but I had healed up, so I'm going to get a good amount of damage. And right there, bang, I just did a quick 27 damage. So he's probably going to be a little worried now. But at the same time, I'm not going to keep my cards out there because I am afraid of what could happen as far as a mass death or something. And we are still in beta, folks, so for those of you who noticed that my 1 pack leader went to 0, yes, it did. It's not supposed to, obviously. What's going on is it took enough damage to where when it wasn't completely buffed, it should be dead. They're still working on trying to figure out how to fix that. It should be in the graveyard at this point, so we're just going to have to go ahead and just continue to play. I'm going to go ahead and use that on that pack leader because I have a feeling he might, I don't know if he's going to get sent to the graveyard or not, so I'm just going to heal him here and see what happens. I heal them all, actually. Use all of my... There we go. Let's see what Jade comes out doing. Yeah, that's one of the common things. What happened, if you just saw it, was really very fast. It went to the graveyard. I did take a morale hit for it, but it came back fully healed. That is a bug. It is not supposed to do that. It is something they're aware of, and it is something they're working on fixing. He did go for the mass death. I'm glad I pulled that back. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I got a hammer, and I have plenty of stumbles here, so what I might do is just keep my cards in my hand, and just keep, I'll sit here and essentially just keep using my hammer, and I'll win without ever having to attack again. And I think that's actually what I'm going to do, so I'll go ahead, assuming of course he doesn't pull out a Calamity. I'll go ahead and throw out the hammer. That'll do damage. I'll stumble my hammer back into my deck, throw it out again, I'll get that effect again, and I should win the match. Right now, Jade's probably wondering, okay, is he going to bring the pack leaders back in? Is he not? He thought I was going to. Obviously, he doesn't have another mass death or enough death rays to do anything about it, so he threw his cards out as defensive fodder. I have the initiative. One thing I wanted to mention before I threw out that hammer, make sure that when you throw out your hammer, if you're going to do the hammer stumble combo, make sure your opponent has initiative. That way when you bring out the hammer, your opponent's going to see it for the first time as they have initiative. It'll do its thing. Initiative will come over to you, and you'll be able to stumble your hammer back into your deck first, because some people are aware of this, and they will try to kill your hammer. So if you do this on the wrong turn of initiative, they're going to take out that hammer before your stumble has a chance to activate. So be careful of that. Watch out for that. Go ahead, stumble that card back in. And draw some more cards just in case a Calamity comes out and I do have to do something crazy, such as, you know, pull out more cards to make the hammer work again. There it is. Just like I said, he's Calamitying. He knows what's going on. I don't have any character cards right now, but that's okay. What I'm going to do, draw character cards up, and then throw Calamity out for whatever he might be pulling up. And I'm not getting a lot of character cards at the moment. It's a little disheartening right now. There we go. I got one. One character card. But that's okay, because I got a bunch of control cards here. I can keep his attackers under control for the time being. Like right here. I'll just go ahead and take all those out. Unless, of course, he throws out a Golem. And I'm going to switch out some cards here and try to get a hold of some more character cards. And these Wealthy Nobles, I'll take those. They'll count towards that hammer. At this point, he knows what I'm doing too, so he's going to try. He's trying to go for a push now because, you know, he knows that it won't take much for another hammer, and there, of course, is a Martyr Golem. It won't take much for a hammer to come out and just end the game. Of course. Okay, let's see how I want to do this. One, two, three, four. know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to play my Calamity now and hope he pulls out some more cards. And now it's time for me to make my move. I'm gonna try to make it not look like I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, but it's gonna be pretty obvious. And what's gonna happen is I'm a little worried, but I'm afraid he might come out with an AoE card, so I'm not gonna play these last two. I'm afraid he might throw out like a Heat Ray or two and just kind of try to ruin my day. So we're gonna go ahead. Exhaust that card. I don't want him coming out doing any damage. I'm gonna play these other cards. Hopefully he doesn't play an AoE. I'm gonna leave this one back. No. I'm gonna leave that card back just in case he does try to throw a Death Ray at it. Right now, an AoE would just hurt me a lot right now. 2 Wealthy Nobles, that's a 10 morale hit. Stumbles my Giant, it's fine. Got him at 3. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use that Stumble on my Hammer. But I'm also going to go ahead and Stumble one of my Wealthy Nobles, because I have a feeling he's going to be coming for it. I'm going to leave that card in there. I'm going to go ahead and... You know what, I'm not even going to use the Assassinate. Assassinate, for those of you who don't know, recently, with the least recent patch, it got a nerf of now every time you use it, your overall resource decreases by 2. So I don't want to do that, because I have a feeling I'm going to lose these resource cards here. So I'm just going to pay for another resource and let the move go. He's going to throw out an AoE, I bet. I mean, I would really be shocked if I don't see an AoE. Nope, Reflective Shield. There's the AoE. Okay, well, this should do it right here. Because even if he, you know, throws out... Oh, that would have been bad. No matter what he throws out, this should end it right here. Unless he just throws out a whole mess of AoE. I'm even going to go ahead and heal this just in case another Heat Ray comes out. Just waiting for Jade to figure out what cards to play. Oh, here we go. Yep, Firebolt. Stumbled on one of many. But I had enough cards out where it didn't matter, just like I said. The Hammer ended it for me. And there's the match. And a nice little new animation with the new patch as well. And a new victory screen. Like I said, that's a brand new deck I had seen. It was made by Koey. Caught my eye because, once again, it has Warpath. It's centered around Warpath, and right now there's not a lot of love for Warpath, so anything I can do to help, you know, show people it's the potential for Warpath and how good of a faction it really is when you combine it with others. That's the main reason for putting this deck out, other than the fact it is a very good deck and it does work rather well. So that's Koey's deck. I'll try to find the name or whatever he has it named, but I hope you enjoyed it.